From the KBIA Newsroom in Columbia, I'm Kiana Fernandez. The City of Columbia is resuming utility disconnects and has begun notifying customers with a delinquent status. In the winter, the city does not disconnect electric customers within a 72-hour period of temperatures dipping below 32 degrees. With temperatures recently warming up, that grace period is now over. Jason West is the Communications Outreach Supervisor for the City of Columbia, and he says they notify customers at least 3 times prior to actually shutting off utilities.
There's at least 45 days between becoming a delinquent account before any disconnections are made.
West says the number of delinquent accounts compared to January 2024 has increased by about 500 as of yesterday. However, he says now that notifications have begun, the number of accounts that will actually get disconnected will drastically drop. Between firings, resignations, and paid leave agreements, the U.S. Department of Agriculture lost 27% of its staff since late 2024. Executive Director of the Kansas Farmers Union, Nick Lewandowski, says farmers are waiting longer to get help applying for financial assistance or special project funds.
These are jobs that not anybody can just do. These are folks that have a lot of knowledge and experience, not just from wherever they went to university, but also from being in the field. So it's that institutional knowledge that we're losing.
Lewandowski says there have already been staffing shortages at the USDA for years, and more farmers will need resources as they face low prices and high input costs. The U.S. Army Corps of Engineers is seeking public input on a plan to reduce flooding on the lower Missouri River. Harvest Public Media's Celia Yopes-Jepson reports.
The lower Missouri River has seen several extreme floods in recent decades that caused billions of dollars in damage to property, infrastructure, and natural resources. The Corps of Engineers worked with Kansas, Missouri, Iowa, and Nebraska to explore a long list of options. They crafted a proposal that could widen the floodplain in some places. It could raise levees in others, including in part of Kansas City, Missouri. Maps of the changes are on the Corps' website. The agency is taking public comments till March 9th. I'm Celia Yopes-Jepson, Harvest Public Media.
Missouri schools might be switching back to phonics-based reading education under a new Senate bill. The Columbia Missourian reports Senator Brad Hudson's proposed legislation would outright ban 3Qing, an instructional method that teaches children to read by using context clues in nearby text and pictures. Last year, a bill was passed that simply prohibited 3Qing as a primary teaching method. Hudson says 42% of Missouri's fourth graders were reading below the National Assessment of Education Progress's basic level in 2024. His bill is a response to this data. The proposed legislation would also establish a new reading assessment for 1st through 3rd grade. I'm Kiana Fernandez, KBIA News, Columbia.